This show is the study area Panakonsi, Ayutthaya province. This area is located in the flat river plain of Chao Phraya River, so this is a major light farming as well as Ayutthaya people were originally farmers. The below image shows before and after flooding over Ayutthaya province. The first image shows the paddy field of prior flooding, and the last image shows paddy field were covered by flood. For the second image, it shows urban and commercial zone. The light image shows the area were covered by flood, but you can see the surrounding area were covered by flood, but in the central area is dry. So the study tried to examine and to assess the potential effect on flood vulnerability in Ayutthaya province. The study attempted to integrate flood hazard in terms of flood frequency derived from space-based data with socio-economic, as well as the common living in their area in a GIS environment for flood vulnerability. The step of work could be divided into 3 steps. Step 1, data collection and manipulation. All data from relevant agencies were collected and collected in geodatabase. GIS content of land use, the location of house, school, cultural heritage, factory, demographic, including summary report of flood victims from Department of Disaster in Thailand. Moreover, flood-prone area derived from space data during 2006 to 2010, and house enumeration by using pinpointing from high-resolution satellite were integrated and analyzed to generate flood hazard exposure and vulnerability indicators represented in the GIS application. For the second step, data analysis. Spatial analysis of GIS technology has mainly been utilized to assess flood vulnerability of 3 aspects. Spatial information of flood-prone area as the degree of damage. That data is main data to use for flood vulnerability. So the result of its function obtained from GIS technology were verified to assessment. The last step is data visualization. The vulnerability of its effect was to be generated map of physical, social, and economic. Their map were to be overlaid together and presented mapping of flood vulnerability for decision support system. This shows the map of flooded area. This is a map of flood frequency in Ayutthaya province. The first map shows 1 time of flood in 5 years, and the next 2, 3, 4, and 5 times. You can see the western part of the province with an area of 23,000 hectares have been covered by flood every year, as shown in the red color. For all flooded area during 5 years found that an area of 230,000 hectares were covered by flood. However, some area in the central Ayutthaya were died because this area is the location of cultural heritage, pagodas, religious building, and downtown. So you can see the white color in the central map, in the center of the last map. So this table will show a number of affected places suffer from flood. The flood frequency was used to be geospatial data for calculating location of affected places. The first row shows a number of affected areas of each degree of damage. Next is the flooding percentage of total area. Then there are affected place of house, school, hospital, religious place, heritage and tourist attraction. The last is a factory. For all places were divided into 5 degrees following flooded area. You can see 5-year flood was 10% approximately of the total area, with effect to 300 houses approximately. However, the table shows at least 100,000 of affected places has critically been hit by flood. The next is the social vulnerability. The total population in the area was 775,000 divided by an area of 205,000 square kilometer, yield a density of 300 people per square kilometer as shown in the first image. The red color shows high density and the green color shows low density. For the next map, it shows in case of flood. The highest population density over flooded area found in Pranakon Sri district, more than 400 people per square kilometer, as shown in the red circle on the second map. For other area, you can see the exposed people were mostly found in 200 to 200 people, as shown in the green circle on the map. And the next is the casualty. The report of Department of Disaster in Thailand report that 29 flood victims, with most of them are 51%, with a head of the family, were deceased. The area of red and green color reveal the high losses of victims in the western and the central part of Ayutthaya. So you can compare the previous map. You will see high casualty is located in the low population density. For the next, economic vulnerability. After flood event, rehabilitation are needed to recover into the affected area. In terms of Thailand, the cabinet had allocated budget for compensation of house, agricultural product, and the casualty. So T-map show the geographic distribution of the losses of compensation. First, 20,000 baht have been allocated for damaged house. The residents affected by the flood, which account for 100,000 houses, are expected to receive the financial aid. So the total house compensation was up to 2,000 million baht as shown in the first map. The second map shows 5,000 baht has been provided to each family. In case of casualty, 25,000 baht were provided to flooded victims. And if they were ahead of the family, their family would receive money for the double. So the total compensation for this is high up to 140 million baht. The last map is show the losses of agricultural product. The cabinet policy has provided the allocation of budget for paddy, crop, orchard, and aquaculture to relieve farmers. So land use have been applied to assess affected area. The map show highest compensation was located in the paddy field, orchard, aquaculture, and crop respectively. So total economic compensation was up to 2,030 million baht. After that, the study overlaid together and the three maps were overlaid together. So the total losses of compensation was high up to 4,000 million baht have been provided for flood rehabilitation during 5 years. This is the last map of the study. This is a map of flood vulnerability. It shows high vulnerability was mostly found in the center and the western and a part of the southern of Ayutthaya, with an area of 40,000 hectares. The modelate was located in the part of northern and southern area, as shown in the yellow color, and the last is a low vulnerability was located in the eastern part of the province, as shown in the green color. Before the conclusion, flood vulnerability can be used to assist government and policymakers in a priority setting to target location for mitigation and providing necessity of food, medicine, and clothes, and to manage for preventing the hazardous area and to resist flood effect, to serve as a tool in considering long-term flood management and policy. Finally, flood vulnerability can be health decision maker for adapting the impact of flood hazards and led to evolve short and long-term strategy for disaster risk reduction. Geospatial data obtained from remote sensing, GIS, and GPS technology was valuable for identification affected area with reliable data. Especially the use of space data have been extracted, flood extent, and monitoring continuously. This data could be used to define what losses can be attributed to disaster and pass to the budget to the damage, with effectiveness to support decision making for allocation of budgets, rehabilitation, and recovery efforts. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you for your presentation. Does anyone have a question or comment? Yeah, I have one question. Could you move your slide into the economical?
Economy, okay.
Yeah, economy.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, please. In definition, could you explain what difference between the house and the household? Yeah.
The house.
In my opinion, that's very similar. Yeah.
The difference between two maps. The first map is the location of house that located in the flooded area, but the household is the people in the group of each village to be affected from flood. Yes, maybe it's similarly, but the data that to use to be analyzed is the difference.
Anyone has a question? Okay. Thank you again.